Mr. Bustamante.
Brian,
good to see you
welcome
again.
to Best Buy.
How's quarter 4 treating you?
Doing good, but let's see what you got.
Good.
Time, how much time?
Yes, sir. I know you're very busy, and we can go ahead and get started. So, just want to go ahead and introduce to you the new Odyssey Samsung G6 and G8. As you're familiar with our previous models from 1 all the way to 5, these are premium priced models that cater towards businesses, business owners, customer service representatives, computer companies, tech companies.
Before we go any further,
Yes, sir.
space is tight. Competition is rough.
Understandable.
What's going to distinguish this sucker?
Okay, so again, the first distinguishable thing is that we've updated our visuals. So, as everyone knows, especially gamers, before we get into that, which is its own consumer base, as coming from
So it hits a wide variety of potential customers, the gamers and the business and
yes,
personal
sir.
use.
I would imagine a lot of the gamers would visit your stores in person just to see the display, the way it looks like. And again, this offers 240 hertz, 144 frames per second. It comes in OLED and HD.
What's your price tag?
Right now, we're listing it at $450. But
Now
as you know,
that's a good margin, but most of my customers are in that sweet spot between, $250 to $399 and stuff. Can you hit that? You got something like that?
we can do something regarding our once we get further into talks regarding how many units we want to roll out to Best Buy. But Mr. Cleo, I will say this: Best Buy was the first company that we approached with this.
Well, interesting. Thank you. Now, my online sales are good, but I want my customers to walk in so I can do some impulse. They can do some impulse buying. I pitch them some stuff, but I need a little bit of marketing dollars. What can you do?
And that's the beauty of this because, as you know, not many monitors have actual audio in the monitor system. A lot of gamers or anybody who runs a personal computer or business computer uses an auxiliary Bluetooth for their audio. But the beauty of this, it's just kind of like a smart TV. You can go from streaming to business to Zoom calls to gaming all within the switch of a channel.
And the quality of monitor that you're trying to pitch me here, it falls within that price structure?
And because, sorry, I'm going to go over the specs again. This is the game changer between the new LGs, the new Asuses, Acers, all coming out. Because in order to have 240 hertz, it's going to cost you some response time, but our technicians are great at Samsung, as you know. Mm-hmm. They were able to minimize our response time to 0.3 seconds. Originally, when you have at least 144 frames per second or 240 hertz, also with 6 custom image displays, you're probably going to get 0.05, if you're lucky 0.04, but and this response time is catered more towards the gamers, streamers, especially streamers or anybody running multiple displays. You're streaming, you're maxing out your internet, and all of that matters because they will notice the latency. I know I'm speaking primarily towards gamers. This is a beautiful model, especially towards business owners, customer service reps, everything, but they will notice that response time. That is primarily what we're selling. We're also selling not just the imaging, but our audio system. And like I said before, this is the only monitor that could switch the channel, that could switch channels just like a TV. It has never been seen before.
Well, impressive attributes that it has, but there's a lot of product, a lot of brands in that price range. What can you do for me if for shelf space?
Okay, well, how about this? What I was thinking is that we roll 200. We give you 300 units. Just for a kicker, I'll throw 10% off, just to smooth things out, see how it does, especially on our end. How about this? For 10, we're gonna cut out 10% of the deal. We're gonna give you 300 units, 200 for online, 100 in store. That at least will take up some display, some display space. And if you want customers to come in and see a beautiful picture matched with great audio, you don't really see monitors with audio on a display. You're there just to kind of flip through the settings. Does it work? Does it look beautiful?
Well, Samsung has always been a good mover for us, but again, this price segment is tight. Before we go there, Sony offered me something similar, and I didn't go for it.
Okay.
But on these units that you're proposing, how's the supply chain? Because sometimes people promise things they can't deliver.
Well, that's the beauty about this specific product. in about a 200-mile radius, we have 8 warehouses ready to go, ready to ship, and all 8 warehouses are currently manufacturing this product. The only thing that we are doing right now, and again, given that we've done great business together, I'm coming to you first. We're gonna slowly drop this product in. You know, Best Buy, great reputation, great everything. If the consumer is not gonna buy from Best Buy, they're not gonna buy from anybody else.
You told me that you would give me some for my online marketing. Can you offer any dollars for marketing online at the Best Buy website?
Yes, we can. We can go ahead and authorize a $50 mailing rebate for her Best Buy on all of our Samsung products.
Now we're talking because Sony didn't want to do that. I like that.
Yeah. And again, back to our logistics. You know, we're contracting local logistic companies like XPO Logistics, Fighter Flight Logistics, Andrew Bustamante Logistics. You know, these are all small guys that are always on time. They got great track records. You know, I know a lot of other warehouse companies that use them. So, you know, you wouldn't have to worry about late orders. And if you do, that comes out of my hand.
I know we've talked about this in the past, but financing terms, can we go 120 days?
Yes, we can actually. So back to our original deal, the deal I have on the table right now is I can offer you 15% for 120 days. We would cover installation as well. And again, we'll offer that $50 mailing rebate for all Samsung products on Best Buy for, let's say, 45 days online. Especially since the holiday seasons, we are in Q4. It is coming up. Not only that, they're going to see a new product with a discounted rate, with the discounts you're already applying on top of the discount that I'm offering you in all these units. How does that sound? 15%, 120 days, 300 units, 200 online, 100 on display. We cover installation and logistics. Boom.
I think we got a deal. Send me the DocuSign and we'll take care of it on email.
Yes, sir. My guy will go ahead and call you. And Cleo, as always, a pleasure.
Let's have breakfast at Martita's.
Okay.